Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a video for you guys. This time we have another one of my player reviews. Now, this is going to be my first icon of the year. It's going to be Butragueno. Now, because of the current meta and how the game is, I thought this card would be so good in game. And boy was I right, but I'm not going to spoil too much now. On stats, he's 3-star skills, 5-star weave, which is not a great start, but again, not a bad one. Technical plus, which is really nice. Finesse, Travella, quick step, first touch, all really nice attributes out of the card. Obviously on stats, with the 92 pace, 89 shooting, got the 78 passing, 90 dribbling, and also the 65 physical. Now, this is the team I use him. Obviously, it's a nice 3-3-4. Really nice formation this year if you haven't used it already. Obviously, got the Zola behind him on the Shadow Striker. But that's the team. If you do enjoy the video or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean lots to my channel at the minute because I'm not really doing it best on subscribers and likes and views and all that, so if you could, it would mean a lot to me. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you after the positives and negatives, and peace. So, once more thoughts about the card. Now, if you don't know how 7 works, I pretty much say what's good, what's bad, what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you utilise the card as best as possible. Now, first me is going to be that 3-star skills and that 5-star weak foot. Now, the 3-star skills, although not great, you do really want a 4-star at a minimum. It's not actually too bad at the current meta of things. Now, I'll get onto why that is in a minute. But that 5-star weak foot is really good. Obviously, he's got Travella for that strong foot and finesse for that weak foot. Really nice on both feet. You go near post, far post, obviously chip, whatever you really feel like. He's got it in his locker. That 5-star weak foot unlocks pretty much every shooting attribute, which is really nice, and a very deadly attribute because he's got 94 finishing. Now, the pace. Now, this is where what I was just talking about comes into play. You've seen these clips. He's got the quick step burst, which is absolutely incredible when you do utilize that L1 speed boost, which is just so stupidly broken right now. Obviously, they might nerf it, so if you are watching this after they've nerfed it, it might be a little bit different to be using this card, but it still could be exactly the same. He is so unbelievably fast when he gets going, and obviously, if you are using those bursts, he will just take off like a rocket past anyone at the minute. So that's why I don't think the skills matter that much in the current meta of things. Now, like I just mentioned, the shooting is incredible. Finesse, Travella, obviously 5-star weak foot, got really good shooting stats. Obviously, Shot power is okay, could be a little bit better, but got a good attack position, obviously got really good finishing overall. Just a very nice clinical card, which I do like. Now, Passing for the card, really not great if I'm honest. He's going to be mainly a striker and a striker only. He's got a little bit of short passing vision, so obviously he can do the simple stuff, but that's the line really. You can't do any long passing, and he can't do much in terms of like drilling it along the floor to a wire person, something like that. It's just simple stuff, and that's really it. Now, the dribbling for me, as you see in the clips, very close control dribbling is really nice. Technical plus is perfect on the card. Obviously, you can switch between R1 and L1, depending on if you want a speed boost or if you want to just use a technical dribbling to get around someone. Really, really nice combo this year. And obviously, the technical ability of the card being 5'6" is literally perfect. He's so smooth, so wide on the ball, and very, very hard for these defenders at the start of the game to get off the ball. Now, physicality wise, unfortunately, we all know Butragueno is very, very weak. Obviously, you get pushed off at any 50-50 pretty much, so you do need to be massively careful. And like I just mentioned, use the pace, use the dribbling to get out of these situations so you don't have to put yourself in them. But, obviously, decent stamina. If you do have him as a striker, I would say keep him up front and just stay up front as the attacking forward. I think the role is this year. Really, really good at that. But, with that being said, he has got 82 stamina, so you might need to bring him off after 90 minutes. So what's my overall scores about the card? Now if you don't know how 7 works, I pretty much rank each individual that score out of 10, and I also give them an overall score and a value for coins, just so you get a little more detail on the card. Now, first for me is going to be the pace. Now at a current meta, I'm going to give the pace a 9.5 out of 10. Insanely fast on that acceleration. Obviously that's L1 speed boost is a joke right now. He is so unbelievably fast with that quick step, but he hasn't got the rapid, and the sprint speed isn't as high as the acceleration, so you do need to be careful of that. He's not really going to be like amazingly fast once he gets going, but obviously 91 sprint speed, you still can't complain on that. Now, the shooting overall for me, I'm going to give it's very close to a 10, but I'm going to give it I'm going to give it a 9.5. Purely because that shot power is a little bit on the low side, and me personally, I don't really think out of any attribute to boost on his chem style wise, I don't think shooting's really the one you want to boost, so you're going to have to leave that shot power as it is. So unfortunately for that, it's a little bit of a downside to the card, but he can still drill the shots near post, far post, especially how good Travellas are currently. You won't really need that shot power too effectively. Now, the passing for me, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Now, that's being generous because he can do simple short passing and that's about it. Because the long passing is bad, curves bad, crossing again. I know he's going to be a striker, so you won't need the crossing, but again, it's quite bad. So, you do need to be careful of his attributes because he's not a passer at any particular point of the game. But, next for me is going to be dribbling. Now, over the dribbling, I'm going to give it to 8.5 out of 10. Overall, he's very silky, very smooth. Obviously, got a technical plus as well. Literally perfect. But the fact he's got 3-star skills is the major issue with Butcher. It is every year. Obviously, I've said it doesn't really matter right now because of the current meta. But if it does change during the year, this is going to be a little bit more unfortunate purely because you do want the 4-star skills to do that L1 McGeady this year and other 4-star skills which are really, really effective. So it's a little bit annoying in my opinion that he's not had a 4-star skill upgrade. I know obviously he's not played since I hit last time he had 3-star, but I just would have liked the upgrade. Now, next is going to be the physicals. Now, like I just mentioned, he's very, very weak, got really low aggression. Overall for this, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Now, that is being generous purely because the stamina is one that matters most. But if I was being harsh, it would probably be more like a 6. But I am going to stick it on a 7 purely because he will last the full 90 minutes, especially with how fast he is. Now, overall score and value points. Now, overall score for me first is going to be, I'm going to give Butragueno a 9.4 out of 10. A very good card, very, very electric card, 5-star weak foot. He should be really, really good striker to get him behind, use the weak foot, use the technical plus, and obviously use that massive high pace with his low agility and low centre of balance. High agility, sorry, and low centre of gravity. But on value points, obviously he's very expensive right now. I think they've actually capped his max price, which is really, really weird from EA. They've changed it, because I bought it for like 1.7 and they capped him to like 1.6, which is really, really weird. But value points, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Definitely a good card, but there's a few attributes lacking where I feel like he could be more like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for value for coins. But that's all for my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. Like I said at the start, it really does mean a lot to my channel at the minute because it's not really doing the best. But with that being said, if you want to see any different type of videos or any different reviews, let me know down in the comments down below, and obviously I'll get around to respond to you as best as possible. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next one, and peace out, guys.